everybody. This is Chase with ChaseNCredit. I like saying that. ChaseNCredit. Good day to be out here doing some ChaseNCredit. Why? Because I'm in business, right? And for those of y'all who's also in business, you should be also chasing credit. Why? Because being in position to have credit and being in front of the opportunity instead of being surprised when the opportunity comes, or being ready for the opportunity when it comes, and finding out what's needed to take advantage of that opportunity. Sometimes goes quickly from excitement to disappointment, and it really doesn't have to be that way, right? When you find out that some of these opportunities that you've been chasing takes resources. A lot of times that's money or funding, we'll call it. And you have to bring on a few employees, right? Whether they be W-2s or 1099s. You might have to buy some inventory. You might have to get an office space, right? And all these things that basically consider you as a business. So if you're not in front of that opportunity, the worst time to find out that you're not ready is when that opportunity presents itself. That's a very bad time. And a lot of times you're not going to have the time then to go get ready. And then the person that's giving you the opportunity is going to be looking at you crazy, like, you know what? I don't have the time for you to go get ready. Now you're going to be stuck like Chuck. So they're going to have to give that opportunity to someone else, right? And you don't want that, right? So here we are today talking about another subject about what to do when your credit is affected, right? What to do when your either personal credit or business credit is affected. And there's going to come a time when that can happen, either by your own your own choices that you made, or someone else's. And then when that happens, there's some more choices you got to make to kind of get things back straight, so you can again be able to take advantage of, again, business opportunities. Because you don't want to be put in a situation where just because you fall down, what you gonna do? Stay down? No, you're gonna get back up, right? You same thing when you was a kid and you fell down. You didn't stop walking. You said, well, walking's not meant for me. It's not in the cards for me. You got back off of your butt, or your parents or someone encouraged you, and you got back up, and eventually you learned how to walk, right? I'm assuming. So the same thing with credit. What you're gonna do? You're gonna put yourself in a position, right? You're gonna get your credit fixed, and then guess what? You're gonna when it's affected, and you're going to have to figure out what to do next, or you're going to get some help so you can get back on the saddle, so you can take advantage of some more opportunities. And we're going to talk about that today. And so the very first thing we should be doing to know that our credit is affected, whether it's personal or business, is to have ourselves signed up on the credit monitoring sites, right? At least one of them. So that would be personal and business. So that way we can be notified when something happens, right? So one, whether someone's, we can get notified when someone uses our identity, and two, when we go out and we apply for something, we'll normally get notified that we did, even though we know that we did. That's just little things that we can stay on top of, right? We can be in control of, one, and then a lot, the good ones will also tell you, and these are going to be the ones that you pay, right? Not the free ones. The ones that you pay for, like Credit Check Total, got to put a little plug out for that one, because that's the good one, because that one gives you your FICO score, not your Advantage score. You need your FICO score, and that allows you to get the real deal on all three of your reports, right? Personal, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. And for your business, DNB, Equifax, and Experian. You need to know what's going on with all of them. So keep that in mind, the paid ones. So if it's worth it to you, you probably got to pay for it to get the real deal. And when it comes to your business, it's an investment, right? If it's an investment into you, right? So if you don't invest in yourself, who's going to invest in you? Just think about that. And it's $29 a month. Come on. So with that, you'll see, it'll even let you know when your score dropped. How about that? You'll be able to look on there and see when your utilization was affected, right? So you start off by at least seeing, when it's affected by the credit monitoring, because without that, how you going to know, right? So you start off with keeping an eye on it, keep your pulse on it, right? So that should be where you start off at, ground zero, right? So with there, the old saying, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. So you got to keep beating that horse. Know where you're at, right? And then from there, now you can start making some things happen, right? So when you look at that, now what do I gotta work on? What was affected, right? Did I run my credit card up? Was a mistake made on TransUnion? Was a mistake made on Equifax? Or was it not a mistake that I just make a choice and affect something on my Equifax or TransUnion, right? Do I need to correct some information that's on Equifax and TransUnion and Experian, right? Is something not lining up? Is my credit card balance too high, right? I might be able to see that on my side, but what is reported to the credit bureaus, right? But again, it starts by knowing where exactly am I at, and the credit bureaus are going to give you that information, because I mean, hey, let's be honest, right? It looks good when you can look online and see exactly where you're at. But if the credit bureaus are reporting one thing and that's affecting your score, right? You can call them up and you can fight, you can scream and holler all day long. But hey, at the end of the day, what really matters is what they're reporting, because what they're reporting is what's affecting your score. And that's what all the creditors is seeing. You know, what's showing on your computer fails in comparison to what's showing on their screen. And what's on their screen is what's showing the world. So I'll be trying my hardest, if I was you, to make sure that what's showing on their screen is correct and looking the best, if you understand what I mean. So, because they hold the key to your city, right? They're the mayor. So try to get your stuff lined up with theirs and try to make it shine as best as possible from their point of view, because again, they're the ones that's holding the key, hell, to your future. Because if you thinking your score should be 700 based on whatever you're looking at on your screen, but they're showing 650, guess who's right? Yeah, you got it. The credit bureau. If they're showing 650, then guess what it is? 650. So, so do you really, do you want to be right, or do you want to be rich? What I was told. So, I think it's best to try to be rich, because being right ain't going to get you too far in this game. So try to get your stuff lined up to the credit bureaus as quick as possible, right? And so just to bring it home, last but not least, as you start to see that anything can happen on your credit, no matter, how hard you work and all that stuff. But the thing of it is, as you see, a lot of times there's no rhyme or reason, with the credit bureaus. Something could happen. You could pay your credit card off and bring it down to zero, and it maybe not move your score 1 point. Or something else you could do, and it could move it 50 points. I mean, there's no rule book, right? There's people that write articles and books and all that stuff, but it's what the credit bureaus. There's some, I don't think anybody's cracked the code, So all you can do is do the best you can and keep working on it. So I think it's the thing that's constantly in motion. So become really good at building your credit, right? Don't ignore it. Don't let it, think it's just gonna get better on its own, right? Since the power of having really good credit, right? Stay on top of it. Watch it every month. Do whatever you can to build it up, whether it's personal and business. So as you see, if you're in business, you need good personal credit. If you're not in business, you need good personal credit, because one day you might want to be in business. So guess what you're going to need? You got it, good personal credit. So the whole idea is to monitor it and learn from people who's trying to teach you about what it takes to have good personal credit, and then what it takes to build up business credit, right? Because there's power in having business credit, right? It's power in knowing what to do and how to go out and be chasing credit, right? Knowing exactly what to do, or having somebody, teach you so you can be in position, so you can be ready, so you don't have to get ready, right? Knowing what to do when you're out chasing these opportunities, and when the opportunities actually do come, you know exactly what to do when they actually present themselves, right? So don't find yourself behind an 8-ball. I mean, they say we play and God laughs. So, look at that. I mean, God could bless you with an opportunity tomorrow. You want to be as prepared for it as best as your ability. But being armed with knowledge, but also the application of it, right? Having all that up here, but not being able to apply it or not applying it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So hopefully you got something out of this video or this information. Do us a favor, me and my team, subscribe to this YouTube channel and support us. Be ready for the next video. It's going to be coming your way once you do subscribe, and I look forward to sharing some more information with you. So y'all enjoy y'all day, and we'll talk to you soon.